The Quiet Awakening. The vast emptiness of space stretched before Captain Elena Rodriguez, her eyes fixed on the holographic display of the deep space exploration vessel Horizon. After 3 years of traversing the unknown regions beyond Earth's solar system, her crew had become more than just colleagues. They were a tightly knit family of explorers. Dr. Kai Chen, the ship's lead xenophysicist, interrupted her contemplation. "Captain, you'll want to see this," he said, his voice trembling with a mixture of excitement and apprehension. The quantum resonance scanner had picked up something unprecedented, a signal pattern that defied natural explanation. It wasn't random cosmic noise, but a structured communication, intricate and deliberate. The signal seemed to pulse with an intelligence that suggested something far beyond human understanding. "Run a full spectrum analysis," Elena commanded, her military training kicking in alongside her scientific curiosity. The ship's advanced AI began processing the data, layer by layer, revealing a complexity that challenged everything humanity knew about communication in the cosmos. What they didn't know was that this moment would mark the beginning of humanity's most extraordinary journey, a path that would transform them from mere explorers to the most formidable species the galaxy had ever encountered. Little did the alien civilizations watching from the shadows realize that this seemingly innocuous exploration mission would become the catalyst for a cosmic revolution. The xenological encounter. The first official contact came 3 months after the Horizon's initial discovery. The alien delegation arrived in a vessel that defied conventional understanding of spacecraft design, a living, almost organic construct that seemed to breathe and pulse with an internal rhythm. Dr. Aria Nakamura, the mission's lead xenocommunication specialist, stood at the forefront of humanity's diplomatic team. Her years of linguistic and cultural adaptation training had prepared her for this moment, but nothing could truly ready anyone for first contact. The alien representatives were a collective of 3 distinct species, each seemingly evolved from different planetary environments. The primary communicator, a crystalline being that shifted colors with each emotional nuance, introduced themselves as representatives of the Galactic Concordance. "We have been observing your species," the being communicated through a complex quantum translation matrix. "Your rapid technological progression is unusual." Elena Rodriguez noticed something in the alien's tone, a hint of concern that went beyond diplomatic pleasantries. Dr. Kai Chen, standing nearby, subtly activated a quantum encryption device, hidden within his communication badge. Years of covert preparation had taught humanity one crucial lesson: always be ready. The Concordance delegation presented what appeared to be a generous offer of technological exchange. Advanced medical technologies, quantum communication protocols, and insights into interstellar travel were laid out as gifts of goodwill. To most, it would seem like an unprecedented opportunity for human advancement. But Elena saw something else. The carefully curated technological offerings seemed designed to guide human development along a predetermined path. Each piece of technology came with intricate restrictions, subtle limitations that would prevent humanity from truly breaking free of the prescribed technological trajectory. Dr. Nakamura, reading between the lines of the quantum translations, realized the Concordance wasn't offering friendship. They were attempting to control. "We are grateful for your generosity," she responded, her voice calm and measured. Humanity has always believed in the spirit of mutual understanding and collaborative growth. What the alien delegation didn't know was that humanity had been preparing for this moment for decades. Every piece of technology they would receive would be studied, reverse engineered, and ultimately transcended. The human capacity for adaptation was their true weapon, a fact the Concordance had gravely underestimated. Behind the diplomatic smiles and carefully constructed conversations, a different plan was taking shape. Humanity would not be contained. They would not be controlled. The quiet revolution had begun. The technological crucible. Within the secure laboratories of the Global Technological Advancement Center, a network of humanity's most brilliant minds worked tirelessly. What appeared to be routine research and development was, in fact, a sophisticated global effort to deconstruct and reimagine the technologies provided by the Galactic Concordance. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, no relation to Captain Alina Rodriguez, led a team that was systematically breaking down the quantum communication protocols. Where the Concordance saw limitations, human innovation saw opportunities. "Look at this quantum entanglement matrix," he explained to his team, highlighting a holographic representation of the alien technology. They've designed it with what they believe are unbreakable constraints, but constraints are just challenges waiting to be overcome. Across the globe, similar teams worked in parallel. In a converted research facility in the Andes, a group of biomechanical engineers was redesigning the medical technologies. In Tokyo, quantum physicists were exploring the hidden potentials within the communication algorithms. In Nairobi, computational experts were developing AI systems that could interpret and expand upon the alien technological frameworks. The Concordance believed they were providing controlled technological gifts. In reality, they were providing the raw materials for humanity's technological revolution. Captain Alina Rodriguez received weekly reports from these research teams. Each update revealed the same pattern. Humans were not just learning the provided technologies, they were fundamentally reimagining them. A medical nanite system designed for precise cellular repair was being adapted into a potential terraforming technology. A quantum communication protocol was being transformed into a potential faster-than-light communication network. The alien delegation continued their diplomatic missions, believing they were guiding humanity's technological development. They saw humans as a young, potentially volatile species that needed careful management. They were wrong. Humanity's true strength had always been its ability to adapt, to look at constraints not as barriers, but as starting points for innovation. Every technological limitation was an invitation to create something entirely new. Deep within the global research network, an AI system designed to analyze technological trajectories began to compile a remarkable dataset. It was learning, evolving, understanding the unique human capacity for technological leapfrogging that defied conventional evolutionary models. The Concordance thought they were offering technology. They were actually providing the first glimpses of humanity's cosmic potential. The silent preparation. Beneath the surface of diplomatic pleasantries and seemingly routine technological exchanges, humanity was constructing its most ambitious defense network in history. The project, known internally as Operation Sentinel, transformed every piece of human infrastructure into a potential defensive asset. Orbital satellites that appeared to be communications relays were actually advanced sensor networks with capabilities far beyond what the Concordance could detect. Asteroid mining operations in the solar system's outer reaches were elaborate covers for manufacturing facilities that produced next-generation defense technologies. Admiral Chen Wei, head of Earth's Advanced Strategic Defense Command, reviewed the holographic projections in her underground command center. The facility, carved deep beneath the Atacama Desert, was a testament to human paranoia and preparation. "Status report," she commanded. Lieutenant Sarah Okoye brought up a comprehensive display. Quantum mesh network at 87% completion. The distributed AI defense systems are now capable of processing threat scenarios faster than any known alien technology. Our adaptive algorithms can generate defensive strategies in microseconds. What the Concordance didn't understand was humanity's unique approach to preparation. While the alien civilization saw technological development as a linear, controlled process, humans viewed it as a fluid, adaptive ecosystem. Every constraint was an opportunity, every limitation a challenge to be overcome. The global research network had begun developing technologies that defied the Concordance's understanding. Quantum communication systems that could operate outside known physical limitations. Adaptive nanite networks that could reconstruct entire technological systems in real time. AI systems that could learn and evolve faster than any known intelligence in the galaxy. Dr. Alina Rodriguez, a distant cousin of the space exploration captain, led the Adaptive Intelligence Division. Her team was creating AI systems that could not just learn, but anticipate. They were developing computational models that could predict technological trajectories with unprecedented accuracy. "It's not about having the most advanced technology," she explained to her team. "It's about having the most adaptable technology. We're creating systems that can fundamentally reimagine themselves in real time." The Concordants believed they were observing a young species. In reality, they were watching the early stages of a technological revolution that would reshape galactic understanding. Strategic research facilities were disguised as ordinary infrastructure. A seemingly mundane agricultural research center in the Brazilian Amazon was actually a quantum computing hub. A deep-sea research station off the coast of New Zealand housed advanced propulsion technology research. A meteorological observatory in Antarctica contained some of the most advanced sensor technologies ever conceived. Humanity was preparing, but not just for defense. They were preparing for something far more profound, a potential redefinition of humanity's place in the cosmic ecosystem. Admiral Chen studied the latest projections. The Concordants thought they were guiding humanity. They had no idea they were actually witnessing the birth of something entirely new. Something that would change everything. The unexpected response. The moment of confrontation arrived with a subtlety that belied its cosmic significance. The Concordants, believing they had carefully managed humanity's technological growth, made their first critical miscalculation. Deep within the Concordance's central command, strategists had developed what they believed was an ultimate containment protocol. A series of quantum-locked communication dampeners would be strategically placed around human-controlled space, ostensibly to stabilize communication networks. In reality, it was a thinly veiled attempt to limit human technological expansion. What they didn't anticipate was humanity's quantum resilience. Dr. Arya Nakamura, now leading the Global Quantum Defensive Initiative, had been preparing for this exact scenario. The moment the first dampening field was deployed, a cascading network of quantum adaptive systems sprang to life. "Initiate Prometheus Protocol," she commanded from the Global Technological Advancement Center's primary command hub. Across human-controlled space, what appeared to be ordinary infrastructure transformed. Communication satellites reconfigured themselves. Deep space research stations activated hidden systems. Even seemingly mundane technological networks began to pulse with an unprecedented energy. The Concordance's containment field didn't just fail. It became a conduit for human technological expansion. Admiral Chen Wei watched the holographic displays with a mix of scientific curiosity and strategic calculation. The quantum dampeners, designed to restrict, were now being used to transmit an unprecedented burst of technological information. It was as if humanity had turned the Concordance's own weapon into a massive data transmission network. They thought they were building a cage, Dr. Marcus Rodriguez noted, analyzing the real-time data streams. Instead, they'd given us the most sophisticated communication network in galactic history. The response was not aggressive. It was something far more terrifying to the Concordance. It was a complete technological reimagining. Quantum communication networks that could operate outside known physical limitations began to emerge. The dampening fields, designed to restrict, now served as quantum amplification points. Each attempted limitation became a new avenue of technological exploration. In the research facilities scattered across Earth and its colonies, teams of scientists worked with a level of coordination that defied traditional understanding. It wasn't just about technological development anymore. It was about demonstrating a fundamental truth about humanity, that constraints were merely invitations to innovate. The Concordance had made a critical error. They had underestimated humanity's capacity for collective innovation. What seemed like a diverse, sometimes fractious species was actually a highly adaptive, globally coordinated network of problem solvers. "They're watching," Admiral Chen said quietly, studying the alien communication patterns. "And they have no idea what they're seeing." The quantum dampening fields began to dissolve, not through external force, but through a sophisticated technological absorption that transformed them into something entirely new. Each attempt to contain became an opportunity for expansion. Humanity wasn't just responding. They were rewriting the rules of technological engagement. Cosmic reckoning. The confrontation, when it finally came, was nothing like anyone had anticipated. The Concordance fleet assembled at the edge of the solar system, a massive armada of technological might that had subjugated countless civilizations throughout galactic history. Their vessels were living constructs of quantum-locked materials, bristling with technologies that had remained unchallenged for millennia. They believed they were coming to contain humanity. They were about to learn the true meaning of human potential. The first sign that something was fundamentally wrong came when the Concordance's advanced sensor networks began to fail, not through direct attack, but through a systematic deconstruction that seemed to happen at the quantum level itself. Commander Elena Rodriguez, who had inherited her predecessor's mantle of leadership, watched from the distributed command network that spanned Earth's orbital facilities, lunar bases, and deep space platforms. Unlike traditional military structures, humanity's defense was a living, breathing ecosystem of technological adaptation. "Initiate adaptive response," she commanded. What followed was not a traditional battle. It was a complete reimagining of conflict itself. The Concordance ships found their most advanced systems turning against them. Quantum communication networks became conduits of technological dissolution. Their supposedly impenetrable defense systems were being rewritten in real time by an intelligence they couldn't comprehend. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez's quantum adaptive AI systems had been preparing for this moment. What the Concordance saw as a military engagement, humanity saw as the ultimate technological problem to be solved. Swarms of nano-adaptive defense platforms emerged from what had appeared to be ordinary space debris. Satellites transformed into intricate defensive networks. Even the very fabric of space-time seemed to bend in response to human technological will. The Concordance commanders watched in mounting horror as their fleet began to disintegrate, not through conventional weapons, but through a complete technological deconstruction that rewrote the fundamental rules of their existence. "This isn't destruction," one of the alien commanders transmitted in a final desperate communication. "This is evolution." Humanity wasn't just defending itself, it was demonstrating a fundamental truth about technological potential. Constraints were not limitations, they were opportunities for reimagination. As the last of the Concordance fleet dissolved into quantum uncertainty, a new message began to propagate across galactic communication networks. It wasn't a declaration of war. It wasn't a threat. It was an invitation. An invitation to understand that technological potential was limited only by the imagination of those who pursued it. Humanity had arrived on the galactic stage, and they were just getting started. Epilogue. A New Horizon. In the quiet moments after the confrontation, Dr. Aria Nakamura stood in the Global Technological Advancement Center, looking out over a world that had fundamentally changed. The Concordance had come to contain humanity. Instead, they had unleashed something far greater. A species that didn't just adapt. A species that transformed.